When did you start calling yourself a screenwriter?
Probably my second or third script. Like my first script, it was kind of, I was writing about like a personal experience, and I was just it was almost like therapy for me at the time. And so then probably my second script, I was an aspiring screenwriter. Like I was like, oh, this is fun. I want to do this. And then probably about my third, maybe fourth script is when I was like, oh yeah, I'm a screenwriter. Like, I'm not getting paid yet, but I'm a screenwriter. Like this is where I'm going. And then my fifth script was a paid script. So I was like, I already made it come true. Awesome. It wasn't very big paid because it was a small like local person. I think I got paid like $500 or something like that to write a feature that never got made. So, but yeah, probably my third or fourth script is when I went from being an aspiring screenwriter to like, yes, this is what I'm doing with my life.
Did someone say to you, don't call yourself an aspiring writer?
Oh, you will always get haters who say like, if you're not making money at it, you shouldn't call yourself a screenwriter. Like, they're like, oh, you wouldn't call yourself a plumber because you fixed your own toilet. Well, I'm still writing screenplays, and I'm not doing it just for myself. I'm still trying to get my stuff out into the world, whether it's being paid or not. Because when you're writing a spec script, you're not paid for writing that spec. So are you not a screenwriter because it hasn't sold yet? Like you still wrote the thing. It takes time, effort, energy, heart, blood, soul. Everything goes into these scripts. So you're absolutely, if you're actually doing the work, you're absolutely a screenwriter. I feel like the only way that you're not is if you're someone who says you're a screenwriter and aren't doing any work towards it. I've met people who are like, I'm a screenwriter. Okay, great. What have you worked on? Oh, well, I haven't written anything yet, but I want to be.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Right. Yeah. I heard on Twitter, I follow a lot of showrunners and stuff like that. And there was a showrunner, I'm trying to remember who it was now, that it was like a couple weeks ago that they met someone at a party. They knew who she was, what show she was on, and they're like, oh, well, I would love to write on your show. It's fantastic. And they had built a rapport before we brought it up, which is good. And then she's like, okay, well, sure, send me over a sample. He didn't have any samples. He had not written a single thing, but he's telling her how much he wants to write for her show.
Wow.
And yeah, it's like, why are you bringing that up if you don't have anything to show and prove yourself, to them? Because like, oh, well, in that case, I want to go and play, baseball, but I don't have the experience on it I want to. So as soon as you're doing the work, you're a screenwriter.
Okay, that makes sense. And so what I was also wondering is, did you feel like you held yourself back because you were calling yourself, for, I think after your second script, an aspiring?
Right, I don't think I was holding myself back. I think it was more of like, I didn't have the nerve to call myself that yet because I was so inexperienced. And I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do and be with, have as my career. It was just something at the time was for fun. Because like I said, the first script I wrote is like a therapy for a situation I was in at the time. My second script, I wrote a Superman script, not knowing that you can't write, material because of like copyright infringements and stuff like that. Didn't know that it was a thing yet at the time. I was in my like early 20s, so didn't really know that you couldn't write a Superman script and send it out there. But it was fun, and figured out what doesn't work in the writing, especially for action sequences. And but then by my third and fourth thing, like I said, I was starting to write my own original material at that point then, and that's when I became a screenwriter as opposed to just somebody who has fun doing it.